Hey folks, welcome to a new Master Riff lesson. Today we're going to be looking at Won't Take Me Alive by Dirty Honey. I was speaking to one of my patrons, Steve, recently, and he was saying about looking at some of the riffs. I hadn't listened to them for a while, so I checked out, realised he's got a new album out, and this riff really kind of caught my ear. So, first things first, tuning wise, I'm a half step down, so I've got E to E flat, A to A flat, D to D flat, G to G flat, B to B flat, and then E to E flat at the top. Yeah. So this tune is in E minor, and it kind of starts off with this little 2-chord intro. So what we're playing here is we're going to play like an E minor 7 chord, like this. So I've got basically my first finger at the 2nd fret of the A string, second finger's at the 2nd fret of the D. I've got open E there, open G, and then my 3rd finger's on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then my 4th finger was in that 3rd fret of the high E string there. And the way that John Noto kind of strums is, it sounds like he's strumming from the high, the kind of thinnest string down. Like that, so you kind of got like a slightly strum feel to it. Okay. That's going to sustain for 2 bars basically. Then what he does is he plays a classic A power chord, Kossov style. So I've got the open A string, and I'm barring the 2nd fret of the D and the G strings here with the 1st finger. And my 4th finger is going to bar, so it's going to double that 5th in root. So I'm in 5th fret the B string, and then 5th fret the high E string. Again, sounds like he's strumming from like, you know, the thinnest string down the way. Now at this point in the 2nd bar, these chord sustaining sounds like a little overdub, and looking at John Noto playing this live, he sometimes plays it, sometimes it doesn't, but what you have from beat 2 in that 2nd bar is a little bit of tremolo picking on the 2nd fret, that D string there. Yeah, just for a little bit of ambience, you know. Then we go back to our E minor 7 chord. And in the 2nd bar here, it sounds like he does, again, probably an overdub. Gonna hit that 2nd fret the D string twice, then open E string, and then you're kind of tremolo picking the E string, but it's the kind of 16ths. Yeah. And then in the last 2 bars, we'll go back to our A power chord. I'm gonna hit that. But I'm building up now to the riff, so I'm hitting all these kind of 16ths. So you've got like a, you know, 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And then before the riff starts, you get 2 bars at that, and then you have a, you know, it's rock tune, got to slide up and back down that E string. So I can go up to the 12th fret and then slide off before we get into the riff. Yeah, so that's kind of the intro bit. The riff itself is really cool, little E minor riff, and I'm going to start off playing the open E string, not pan muted, but I'm going to play 5 and 7 on the A string here, but they're kind of staccato, they're cut short, so you want to go, yeah, so you've got that E string ringing, and then you've got the 5-7. Then I'm going to play the E string again. Then I'm going to do a hammer on 5 to 6 in the D string, and then 7-5 on the A string there. And I use 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 1st there. Yeah, there's a little gap there, and then I'm going to play the open E string and do a pull off 3-0 on that E string. I use the middle finger. So that bar slowly kind of goes. Now that E string rings into the next bar, and then what I'm going to do is play 5-7 again on the A string, but they're not staccato this time. And when I do the 7th fret, put a bit of vibrato, and then kind of slide off, and then we have this cool little run here. So what I'm doing, very Page-esque this, I'm going to slide 1st to 2nd fret with the 1st finger on the A string. Then I'm going to play the open D string, hit that 2nd fret the A string again, slide back to the 1st fret, pull off to the open A string, and then I play 3rd fret of the E string but with a slight bend on it, just to add that bluesy kind of touch to it. Now that's all 16ths, it's like a 1E and a da-da-da. So you might find that awkward to kind of get the evenness of that, but that's your kind of 2nd bar. So if I put the riff together slowly, the 2 bars sound like this. Yeah, and pretty much he plays that 4 times before the verse starts. Yeah, that's it guys. Really cool riff, like all great riffs, you know, it's like key V minor, 2 bars long, but it really caught me ear when I was listening to them. If you want access to the Helix preset I've created for this, so it's pretty straightforward, it's kind of a Marshall setup, but if you want access to this, that kind of martially tone, come on over to the Patreon group and you've got access to that there, as well as the animated sound slice tab, so you can play along with the original and slow it down or whatever. You also get access to all the previous lesson materials there. We get backing tracks, we got exclusive Patreon lessons. At the moment we're on our 12th kind of little weekly workout looking at legato technique, particularly theme up for string stuff. So if you want to improve your legato technique, come on over to the Patreon, you can check that out. That's available to Patrons. If you're on other platforms, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Big thanks to Steve as well for reminding me about Dirty Honey, and have fun with it, and I'll see you soon.